Welcome to It's Crochet Clock. My name is Stephanie and today this video is going to be just a little bit different. Okay, maybe a lot different from what I normally do. And the reason that it's going to be different is because I saw this going across social media, YouTube and Instagram, and it really spoke to my heart because I haven't seen anybody in our specific niche talking about this. And I thought that it would be important for us to get into this movement. So I wanted to try and start it. I know that my group, we're almost at 4,000 subscribers, which is huge for me, but that's still a very small YouTube channel in most people's minds. But hopefully you guys will be willing to share this and get the word out there, and we can help each other grow. And that's the whole purpose of this challenge. I'm not going to try and educate you on the entire why. I will link in the description box below a link to the original video that started this movement, but the basic premise is that in the background of YouTube there is an algorithm, several of them that are running all the time, and it determines everything that comes up, recommended videos to you. If you're on your front pages, whenever you log into YouTube, all of the videos that show up there for you, there's an algorithm for that. Whenever you're watching my videos and everything that's on the sidebar, there's an algorithm for that. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes of YouTube that most of you guys don't even know about if you're not a content creator on the platform. Well, unfortunately, sometimes things go wrong, and YouTube's been having a lot of problems over the past year or so, but here recently it's gotten really bad. And the woman that has started this movement, she actually had a YouTube channel with over 600,000 subscribers on it, and she lost it overnight by a glitch in the algorithm. Her YouTube channel is just dead, and it was 6 or 7 years of work on her part that was just gone. So a lot of the changes that have happened is, it used to be on YouTube, if you subscribed to a channel, that meant that you liked it and that you wanted to hear from those people. So they notified you so you didn't miss an upload, and then they changed it. And now you have to subscribe and click the bell. And if you didn't click the bell, then, you still had to go and search to see if there were new videos. Well, now, not only do you have to subscribe and click the bell, you have to click the bell twice to make sure that you don't miss an upload. And it's just crazy, and lots of people are missing stuff. And as a result, YouTube channels are not growing. And for our specific niche, everybody that is creating on YouTube in our niche, we are doing it because we care about you guys learning. We want to help you learn. We want to help you expand the craft. And we get excited when we have helped you learn something new. So that's what this movement is all about. It's all about uplifting our fellow content creators. So the premise is content creators should recommend some of their favorite YouTube channels to all of you guys. Maybe you guys have heard of them, maybe you haven't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list some of my favorite YouTube channels. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about each of the channels, and in the description box below I will have links to all of their channels for you to go and visit if you would like. And this isn't really going to work if you don't share. So whenever you go to these new channels, make sure that you leave a comment, or I'll post this on Instagram and I'll post it on Facebook and all of that. Just share it as much as you can, and hopefully it will start, like a domino effect. I know that it's already going through other niches across the platform, so I would love for it to come into ours as well, because there is a lot of talented people in our niche all over YouTube. So hopefully I can introduce you to some of my friends. Some of them I don't know, but some of them I do call my friend, and I really enjoy spending time on their channels and learning from all of them. So let's just get into my list. My first one is Fiberific. I found Chantel, who is the woman that is behind the brand of Fiberific. She's an Aussie, because I was sitting there and I just decided that I wanted to learn how to dye yarn. Not that I've ever done it, still haven't, probably never will because I'm kind of scared of it. But that's how I found her channel. And then I got there and she was just a breath of fresh air. She was down to earth. She was normal like I was. And I could tell that everything that she was saying, she actually meant it. Then, she does a weekly live show every Wednesday night for me because I'm in the US, but it's Thursday mornings for everybody on that side of the world. And then I got into, you know, their normal weekly chat thing, and I just fell in love with everybody. I live in a very, very rural area, so I don't have a weekly gathering or a bi-weekly gathering or even a monthly gathering where I can go and I can hang out with other people that crochet. My tribe is my It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group. And thankfully, because just a random search landed me on Fiberific's channel, you know, I found this community. They're all Australian. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them are Australian, but I love them. And I look forward to every Wednesday night when I'm eating dinner, I'm sitting there crafting with them for at least an hour and a half. And she's just great people, and the people that are in that small community are great people. So I highly suggest you go in and check her out. She crochets and she knits, but she dyes lots and lots of beautiful yarn. I've spoke about her several times on the channel, but she's definitely my number one. My number two is another Aussie, and that's Bob Wilson 123. Now, Bob Wilson 123 has been on YouTube for what seems like eons. You know, she's been doing this for a really long time. She has tons of videos. She talks about anything and everything that has to do with our crafting. And she's down to earth, and she's great, and she's funny, and she is honest, and she's not a stick in the mud. Not that a lot of people are, but you know, like, she can take a joke, and she makes jokes, and the people that are in her community make jokes, and they're just fun people to be around. So I highly suggest. She's got a lot of followers. She's got a pretty big channel. Some of these are really small channels, some of them are larger, but Bob Wilson has a really nice following. So you've probably already heard of her. Maybe you haven't. If you haven't, then go and check her out. My third one is Earl Grey Crochet. She's a newer YouTuber, but she is just cute as a button. I love watching her. She puts a smile on my face. She's just this cute little doll that I just love to watch as she's doing her tutorials. You should really go and check her out and subscribe to her and give her some love. As I said, she's new, but she's really wonderful, and I enjoy being around her. She's also part of the Fiberific crowd too, so if you hang out on Wednesday nights in the live chat, you'll most likely get to speak to her as well. My fourth is ChemKnits Tutorials. Now, ChemKnits, she mainly, I believe that she does crochet, but I believe that she mainly knits. But her big thing for her channel is she is dyeing yarn all the time. If you ever wanted to know anything about dyeing yarn, this is the place that you go. Seriously. And on top of that, she is always so happy. Always happy. If I am in a bummy mood or I've just had a bad day and I just need to watch somebody that's going to make me feel better about life just by just watching, I go to ChemKnits. No joke, because she's always happy. She always has this massive smile on her face. She's always laughing. She's always peppy and bright. And I just enjoy watching her videos simply because of that. But she does give a lot of knowledge. And we all know I like to suck me up some knowledge. My next one is, the next two you've probably already heard of, but I need to mention them because you can't do one of these videos without mentioning them. The first one is It's All in a Nutshell. Ooh, excuse me. It's All in a Nutshell. And that's Esther. And if you don't know who Esther is, one, where have you been? Two, where have you been? Esther's like the pioneer grandmama of YouTube tutorials for crochet. She has done so many crochet alongs, so many complicated crochet alongs, and has made it possible for people to come into our craft and that they just didn't feel like it would be something that they could ever accomplish, and she made it possible for them. And I love listening to her voice. Her voice is calm and soothing, and I don't even need to watch the YouTube tutorials, but I do, just so I can listen to Esther and crochet and calm down. And she's actually the reason that one of the reasons that I finally decided, hey, I can do that. I can really do that. And then the biggest compliment that I ever got, the whole reason that I watched Esther, like I said, is because of her calming voice. It was calming to me, anyways. The first compliment that I got where somebody said that my voice was soothing, I bawled because, you know, that was one of the reasons that I watched Esther, and I just look up to her so much. So if for some reason you have been locked in a closet somewhere and you've never heard of Esther, or it's all in a nutshell, you have to go and check her out, because she will walk you through anything and everything and help you do things that you never thought you could ever do. The next one is Bella Coco. She's from the UK, and she's great. She does right-handed and left-handed tutorials, so if you're a lefty and things are just not working out for you, you can always count on going to that channel and knowing that you're going to find help for whatever your problem is. Not only that, but she reviews a lot of things. She helps introduce new products and new techniques to us that we may not have known. And I don't know if she's a spokesperson for them, but one of my favorite yarns, if you guys for some reason don't know, is Paintbox. I love Paintbox, and I don't know if she's a spokesperson for them, but I do know that she's done a lot of tutorials for them, so that's another boost for me because I love that brand. So I just have 2 more channels left of content creators on YouTube that I am going to shout out to, and the first one is called the Rewired Soul, and this is a mental health channel. It's not crochet related at all, but crochet and knitting, there's been lots and lots of studies about the mental effects and the health benefits of actually crocheting and knitting. It helps bring your blood pressure down, it helps relieve depression, it helps relieve anxiety. Lots of studies have been done on this, and I know that it's true because I work, you know, my day job, it's very stressful. No matter what company I'm with, the position that I hold and where my experience is, it's extremely stressful, and I have a lot of weight on my shoulders. So when I come home, everything inside my head is just going, rah, just going crazy, and I have to release it. And if I didn't have crochet, nobody would be able to be around me at all, because every bit of stress and tension that I have just flows out through those stitches. So I believe in the studies, but I have also, in my personal life, I have dealt with a lot of family members that suffer from addiction. And the man that does Rewired Soul, I call him a friend. He's a very good friend of mine, and he is a former addict, and he has made it his life mission to help people with mental issues and addiction issues. He's raising awareness about all kinds of things, and he does it in a way that's not boring. He makes you think, and he doesn't draw things out for eons so you lose your attention. It's just a very good place to go if you have somebody in your life that is dealing with addiction, because he talks about it from the other side of how things helped him and how he viewed it. So I just believe in him and what he's trying to do, so I highly suggest that you check out the Rewired Soul. And my last one, remember I was talking about at the beginning of the video, this crazy algorithm thing that happens? One of the things that's been happening is people are getting things recommended to them that are completely out of their realm. Now, I have my own personal YouTube channel where, you know, I subscribe to all of my crazy things. You know, I play The Sims, and I watch beauty gurus and music and things like that. But on my It's Crochet O'Clock channel, I don't normally do that. So when I logged in and boof, there was this beauty thing up there, I went, where is this coming from? Why is this even being recommended to me? I've never even searched anything for beauty under this category or under this channel. Why is this happening? But I'm glad that it did, because I actually clicked on it. And that channel was Luvs Reviews. And I feel like it was divine intervention that brought that channel to me, because I love science, I love math, and I love, love, love to learn. And she's a beauty channel, but the difference with her beauty channel is she breaks everything down. You know, whenever you're looking at ingredient lists and there's a word that's this long and you're like, what in Sam Hill is that? Well, she knows, and she explains it to you, and she breaks things down for you to where you can understand them, and she gets into the science of everything, and she tells the truth. No matter what, she tells the truth. So I'm really glad that that algorithm flip-flop happened and that I found her channel, because she is like my spirit animal. If I were a beauty guru, which I'm not, won't ever be, we can dream, won't ever be, she's my spirit animal. She's just like me, only with yarn. I spend hours researching yarn. She spends hours researching makeup. I love it. So anywho, please share this video and make sure that whenever you go visit these channels, if any of these people sound like something that you might be interested in, please make sure that you tag them so they know that they have been called out in this challenge, and help me spread the word. And hopefully we will start this whole movement within our little niche, bring it to us, and hopefully uplift everybody that is around us. I'll see you next time.